January, and thank you, Michael.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having
Now,
me.
now you have two names.
I'm Mike KaNNeNgiSer.
That's one, and then something Daddy, right?
Oh, my book.
Yeah.
I love my book. It's the Daddy Rock.
The Daddy Rock. I thought it
Yes.
was rock. Yeah, I knew it's something with rock and Daddy.
Yes.
But it's not like rock and roll rock. Is
No,
it?
no, that was an actual.
But it's rock.
It's rock.
You
it's
rock.
a Daddy Rock, but it's a symbol.
And what does it mean?
It's solidity. It's solidity. Is that a word? They even make
It
that
is
up?
now. Oh, we always make up words
I
on
make
this
up
show.
words.
That's what spell checks is about.
Yes, we have to be solid. You know?
Rock
but
solid.
You have to get all the way. There's more to it. You have to get all the way to the end of the book. I did that on purpose to find out what the title means.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know, people have been reading it.
So
Really
like,
well.
and you were a policeman.
Yes, I was.
And is that why you're wearing blue? Do you always
No,
wear
I just. This was on sale at JCPenney.
Oh, good for you. Sale is a good word. That's the best four-letter word I think
Yes,
there
I
is.
love that.
And free. Yeah, free is a good
Free
one
is
too.
a good word, yes.
Yes, and here we are. Today is January 30th, and it is National Croissant Day.
Croissants.
Oh man, I have like regular croissants and chocolate croissants. I have like amazing
You have to try cinnamon.
croissants. Well, I didn't. You should have brought them.
I know.
I have amazing croissants today when people share their skeletons with us.
Oh yes. The
Yes,
skeleton
we
in the
got
closet.
croissants in the house.
Awesome.
So make them good. Today, all the fun things that have happened on this day. Let's see.
Want to hear real secrets too?
Yeah, and well, yeah, I need glasses now.
There you
It
go.
pisses me off. Well, otherwise I read the wrong words and I get corrected by the person
Glasses
sitting
make
next
you
to
look
me with
cool.
glasses.
No.
When I was a kid, I wanted glasses and I like lied practically to get them. And then when I had them, it was like,
So I've been wearing these.
now I need them. I
Ah.
cannot see.
I'm so used to glasses. I switched to contacts once and I hate them.
Really?
Yes, I need glasses.
I don't think I could do that. Oh, everything is like clear. It's so weird how they work. So Paul Simon's The Cape Man
Yes.
premiered on this day. Do you remember that?
I do, in fact. I think the last.
I love his wife. Edie Brickell is like one of my
Edie
favorites.
Brickell and the
Oh,
Bohemians.
I met her one
Remember her?
day.
Really?
Yes, and
Wow.
I didn't even know it was her for a while, which was so dumb because I'm like one of her biggest fans.
What I
We're just
am is
sitting,
what I am,
yeah,
yes.
but she doesn't look like that anymore.
No?
But I met her then too because
Okay.
I worked at the Ritz.
All
And
right.
she played there, and it was her first time
Mhm.
ever in New York. And
Okay.
she told us she bought these purple boots, and she told us all these things that day
Okay.
that I happened to remember because I
Mhm.
liked her so much. And then
Sure.
I met her like recently,
Really?
and I'm at a show of Aaron Comas, who's
Yes.
an amazing drummer who's been on the show,
Mhm.
and she's obviously friends with him.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting next to this woman the whole show, and we're talking, and she told me her name's Edie, and you know, we're just talking, and she kept offering to buy me a drink, and she was like so nice. And
Little did
then,
you know.
yeah, then she's asking me if I knew where the restroom was,
Mhm.
and I did. And when she was in the bathroom, a light bulb went off in my head that, oh my freaking God, that's Edie Brickell. And when she came back, I'm like, oh my God, I know who you are. And she's like, really? It took me to go to the
Oh, that's so
bathroom?
funny.
And then I couldn't talk to her practically for the whole night. I was
Yes.
so in shock.
I can totally relate. I always have awkward experiences with celebrities.
Oh, I love her so much.
Oh, that's great.
I know, I do. But she's married to Paul Simon with a bunch of kids,
Yes.
which is so crazy. But, you know, blah, blah, blah. Today's the day that Kevin Eubanks officially became the band leader of The Tonight Show.
Yes. Before that, Doc Sevens.
Doc Severs
Yes.
and, oh, Johnny Carson was my
Mhm.
God.
Yes.
That's probably why I'm doing this subconsciously. I have too many stories that go off on tangents.
Well, I'm big enough to be Ed McMahon. So.
Oh, that would be so cool. Well, you are the Ed McMahon today.
Today I am, yes.
Yeah, here.
All I do is go, oh.
Oh, that works, that works. Today, more interesting things. This is like one of the most terrible things in the whole wide world.
Mhm.
Times it by to the nth power and then even more. This is the day that Joel Steinberg was found guilty of first-degree manslaughter of that little daughter, Lisa.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, I just don't even know. They say how in the world could that have happened?
Mhm.
She used to go to PS 64 and would come there with cigarette burns all over
Yeah,
her,
abuse.
and nobody said
No, it's gonna work.
anything.
And it's one of those things where there's all these rules in place. There's all these, you know.
It's a great
exactly.
school, and
Yeah.
I mean I have
And
no
no one said
problem
anything.
if someone wants to smoke crack all night long.
Go
let
ahead,
them.
do it. Right.
But
Abusing
come
a kid.
on, he did smoke
Yeah.
crack all night long and abuse. There was
Yeah.
another little boy too that they saved. They got him out of the crib, and his real mother like found him.
Yes.
It's like truth is. Oh, Lisa Steinberger, she is our angel in the room today, and oh, that baby, it breaks me.
Yes.
All right, enough of that. Today is the day Mutual Broadcasting Network begins airing the Larry King Show on radio.
On radio.
Now, someone just told me that Larry King has a new show, and they said, Larry King now has a show like you. He's interviewing non-famous people.
Really?
Yeah, someone just told me this the other day.
Boise, Idaho, you're on the air.
Yeah, good for him. I like him. I mean, he paves the way for people like us, right?
No, he's a smart guy.
Larry King, LK. So today was the 8th and final part of Roots, which was at the time the most watched entertainment show ever.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember Kunta Kinte?
Kunta Kinte,
Yeah,
yes. And Toby, they called him Toby after that. He came to the United States, his name was Kunta Kinte.
Oh, I probably didn't watch the 8th episode.
Yeah.
I only probably watched the first one.
I think I only saw the 8th episode.
Yeah, there you go. I remember Kunta Kinte.
I remember wanting to watch The Wonderful World of Disney or something like that.
Aw, that was always a good show. Today, this is kind of crazy. Today is the day, in 1976, on this day, January 30th, George Bush became the 11th director of the CIA.
Yes.
William Colby ended his term as director.
And that was after George Bush was ambassador to China.
Wow.
This time,
Colby did that?
No, George Bush.
Oh, he was the
ambassador to China for a long time.
So then he became president.
And then he became president. And then he became director of CIA. Then he became Ronald Reagan's vice president.
All right. Well, wow, you know too much.
I don't know. Nobody's ever accused me of knowing too much.
Wow. Today was the first KISS concert in Queens, New York. I have a bad thing about that. Why is KISS not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
They belong.
I don't get it. We need to, demand that they go.
Make it a Kickstarter.
And Alan Barrow. KISS Kickstarter.
$1 to KISS. And then
We should start that. We should start one. Let's do that. Your job, rew-who. We're going to start a Kickstarter for getting KISS to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I love that. They should go. It's not right. Today is the day that Bloody Sunday happened.
Yes, Bloody Sunday.
Today is Sunday, Bloody Sunday. British soldiers shoot on Catholics in Londonderry. And, 13 died. I mean, lucky 13, unlucky 13. It's one is terrible, but you'd think that it would be more, right?
Yeah, well, it's just amazing how sometimes you think that there will be an overwhelming tragedy, but 13, like you said, is too much. One would be too much.
Yeah.
But,
It's bad. Well, today was Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Another big thing. Today is the Beatles performed their last gig together, and it was free. It was a free concert.
Yes, that's for them.
Yes. Bobby Goldsboro recorded his biggest hit ever, Honey.
Oh, yes, Honey.
Honey, I love you.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course. Oh, Bobby Goldsboro. He's the kind of person that you'd be embarrassed to say you like, but you secretly like him.
Someone in this room has Bobby Goldsboro.
I know. I don't have
Skeleton.
I know. I would be.
The ultimate skeleton.
Yeah, you know how there's some of those, John Denver is
John
one of
Denver.
them. I know, someone bought me his album as a present, and I was secretly so happy. I know, I loved him. And then after you find out what a badass he was.
He was,
I love him even more. I love John Denver. I think he's so cool. Bobby Darin is the youngest performer to headline a TV special on NBC.
Really?
The Name Game. Shirley Ellis hit number 3. I can't believe that only went to 3, not 1.
Really? The name?
Michael,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I've been calling Michael Bobaiko my whole life.
Really? Well, today's the day that she hit number 3. What else? Elvis Presley recorded his version of Blue Suede Shoes on this day. That's big. That's giant. I know. It's a sad day for Martin Luther King Jr. His home was bombed on this day. What is it? People get over it already. It's too old.
You'd think that we'd be past it. We have an African American
What's wrong with
president, but
that?
that nothing has really changed in the individual level.
Why are people so like that?
Ignorance.
And is it
Stupidity.
Do people really want everyone to be like them?
Yes. Listen.
Do they? Do they really? I mean, it's just so stupid, Come on, get with it, people. Because this is another Today was the day that Hitler called for extermination of the Jews.
In 1939.
1939.
Yes.
I know. It's like, what's up? Can't they all have their own planet? That's what I always wish.
Show
That
off.
all of them
Show
would
off
have their
somewhere.
own planet.
Yeah,
Let
well,
them
yeah.
do it and leave us
They have a
alone.
space program just for that.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Lone Ranger begins a 21-year run on ABC Radio. Gosh, I never heard one of them. You know, in 1800, the U.S. population on this date was 5,308,483, and the black population, they separated it, was 1,002,037. So
Yeah.
it's changed.
Yes.
That's right, we gotta populate you now!
Yeah, there you go. It's true though. I mean,
And why is that's not even a bad thing. That's a good thing.
it's a great thing.
It was a glitch, sorry.
And birthdays, you know, Jody Watley. Oh, love that
Jody
lady.
Watley,
Happy
yes.
birthday, Jody Watley.
Yeah, of course.
I'm looking for a new love. I
Yes.
love her. It's Phil Collins' birthday.
Yes.
Speaking of your friend, I don't know if it's your friend really, but that man that became the 11th director of the CIA.
Oh, George
well,
Bush.
his son's vice president. I don't even. He's like the man who should remain nameless.
Dick Cheney.
Yeah, I can't even say it. It's his birthday today. Oh my God! You said his name, and he comes from the same state as Johnny Carson. How dare he? He shouldn't be allowed to be from that state.
For the record, I'm a libertarian.
I don't care what you
Oh,
are.
you
You can
didn't
do
say my
whatever what you
friend.
want. I was kidding.
I was like-
You can get all that information. It's Gene Hackman's birthday
Gene
today.
Hackman, terrific act.
Oh, Vanessa Redgrave's birthday. Tammy Grimes. Dick Martin from Rowan and
Rowan and
Martin.
Martin's laughing.
Yeah.
And who was the
Wait,
only
say
US
goodnight, Dick.
Good night, Dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And
Dick
who was the president who was on that show? Rowan and laughing.
Reagan.
No, Nixon.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yes.
I was seeing
I would've
Nixon
said
in my
Reagan.
Suck
head.
it to me.
Yeah, right. I meant Nixon. I was thinking it, I swear. I was thinking Tricky Dicky, because Dick and Dick,
Yes.
right? Franklin D. Roosevelt's birthday is today. He was born in Hyde Park, New
Yes,
York.
he was.
Wow, a real New Yorker.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Yes.
Yeah, Hyde Park.
Yes.
And Angels in Our Room, yes. Of course, it's Lisa Steinberg.
Wow.
Love you, little girl. And Wendy Wasserstein, the playwright, yes. Brian Wildchild Gibson. Does anyone remember him? He was a blues singer. Orville Wright.
Yes.
One of those Wright brothers.
Wright brothers.
Boy, did they change the world. Mahatma Gandhi
Gandhi.
was murdered on this day.
Yes.
God, I don't know why all the peace people get murdered. It's just stupid.
That's very easy.
Betsy Ross. Aw, little Betsy Ross. She is an angel in our room today. And Charles,
Charles the First.
yeah, but look at how this poor man. Charles the First, the King of Great Britain, was beheaded for treason. Not a fun thing to do. At least we don't
Yeah,
do
that
that
was,
anymore. Or do we?
No, we don't.
Well, we don't, but it still goes on.
They
Oliver
should bring
Cromwell.
It happened on Breaking Bad. I mean, come on. It does happen. Yeah. I mean, come on. What? It happened on Breaking Bad. Yeah, so it happened.
I have to stop watching that.
Oh my
show.
God, I love that show, but I gotta stop. We will be back with guest after guest on this day with Michael. I can't even say your last name.
KaNNeNgiSer.
KaNNeNgiSer.
Thank you.
There you go. We'll be right back.
Jugular veins when